I was a kind of vintage BMW fan, so I thought I wanted to make a vintage BMW event. The first year, I believe we had maybe about 50 cars, and it's grown and grown and grown. It hit 75 cars, it hit 100 cars, and today was actually the biggest one yet at 328, all vintage cars, and a really neat venue.
We are at The Vintage, formerly known as Vintage at the Vintage, in Old Town, Winston-Salem.
But what makes this pretty unique and special is this event doesn't piggyback off another event. This is all vintage BMW event all by itself, so it's basically one of the biggest vintage BMW events in North America.
It's okay if you're into cars because they're physical objects and you find the physical objects attractive. I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But a car really should be for something. It's not a closet, it's not a potting shed, it's a car, right? So it should be for driving. And I get an enormous amount of joy and pleasure out of preparing a car to distance drive it to this sort of an event, and then out of the driving itself. With anything in a community of enthusiasts, there's a camaraderie in other people who are doing the same thing. So to talk with other people about what was it that you had to do to sort out your car, you know, how did it run on the drive down, what sort of problems did you have, this is fun.
I get a lot of, oh, my car is not a show car, and I tell them that's not what this is about. This is getting together. All your car has to do is run and make it here, because we always have cars with plenty of patina, and those are always some of my favorite cars. You see everything from barn finds to fresh, high-dollar restorations and everything in between. So if it's running and it fits in the guideline, you can bring it.
So this is a 72 Bavaria. I have had this one for about a year and a half. I drove it down here last year. So this is a rust-free former California survivor car, about as original as they come. So this is 800 miles from Boston. That's great because as a working person, I'm able to do it in a day. I can take off just one day. I can leave on Friday, enjoy the event on Saturday, and then drive home Sunday. Other events that are like a 2 or a 3 day drive, that's kind of harder to do as a working person.
The atmosphere is great. This event attracts a really neat bunch of people. Even if you don't have any friends here, you'll leave making friends, and people drive from literally all over the country. They look forward to this event, and it's almost, I call it a gathering rather than a car show, because that's what I want, that camaraderie, family kind of feel to it, and it does have a really great atmosphere to it.